Going to call to order the Finance Committee meeting for March 16th, 2020. Item number 1, please.
Consider approval of Finance Committee minutes of March 2nd, 2020.
Reviewing of the minutes, are there any corrections or additions to our minutes?
Move for approval.
Second.
I have a motion and a second to approve our minutes. Discussion? Roll call, please.
Deputy Mayor Wayne Johnson.
Yes.
Stephanie Morgan.
Yes.
Marlon Coleman.
Yes.
Ivory Van.
Yes.
Derek Reed.
Yes.
Alex Reynolds.
Yes.
Jamie Stout.
Yes.
Mayor Janie Boydston.
Yes.
Item number 1 passes. Item number 2, please.
Consider approval of claims for all city departments February 22nd, 2020 through March 6th, 2020.
Do we have a report from the Purchasing Committee?
Purchasing Committee did meet this afternoon and had a couple of questions, and staff always is great to answer those questions, and I would recommend approval.
Second.
I have a motion and a second to approve our claims. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Deputy Mayor Wayne Johnson.
Yes.
Stephanie Morgan.
Yes.
Marlon Coleman.
Yes.
Ivory Van.
Yes.
Derek Reed.
Yes.
Alex Reynolds.
Yes.
Jamie Stout.
Yes.
Mayor Janie Boydston.
Yes.
Item number 2 passes. Item number 3, please.
Consider approval of the sole bid from T. McDonald Construction in the amount of $40,600 for the cleanup and securing of the structure located at 302 North Main Street, or take other necessary action.
Mr. Hurd.
Hello, committee members and Chairman. As you may remember, 302 North Main is the Royal Casket Building. We brought this before you about a month ago with a bid that was way too high for the money that we had for this project. We have put this back out for bid with new spec and new scope, and we've gotten a bid that is within our current budget. The contractor is new to us, T. McDonald, but he has been around for a while. He is a fairly local contractor out of Eufaula. He's been in business for about 18 years, and he's done numerous projects for the school systems. One was Stigler School. He's also ODOT certified, and he is done projects for the state of Oklahoma in many of our parks. We do recommend approval. If you have any questions, I'd be glad to answer them for you.
Move for approval.
Second.
I have a motion and a second to approve this agenda item. Any discussion?
This has been a long time coming for our community. I'm really thankful. I appreciate the staff's commitment to making sure and seeing this through, that we get the money from a bonding company and following through with all the process, that we can get this building structurally secure and secured up for our community, and we can move forward. Thank you very much for your efforts.
Roll call, please.
Deputy Mayor Wayne Johnson.
Yes.
Stephanie Morgan.
Yes.
Marlon Coleman.
Yes.
Ivory Van.
Yes.
Derek Reed.
Yes.
Alex Reynolds.
Yes.
Jamie Stout.
Yes.
Mayor Janie Boydston.
Yes.
Item number 3 passes. Item number 4, please.
Consider approval to award a contract to the lowest and best bid utility technology services for the automated meter reading system to replace water meters, including base bid, alternate one, and hosting fees, for a total amount of $2,837,245, or take other necessary action.
Mr. Riley.
Yes, Mr. Chairman and committee. This is an item that was reviewed and approved by purchasing committee earlier today. This was included in the RWRB water loan. We had budgeted $3 million in that loan for replacing meters. Our water meters are aging and beyond their life in many cases. They're all about the same age, put in at the same time. We do have around 15,000 more or less residential meters. And we've been replacing them at a pretty rapid rate as they go down. And we've been using this meter that we bid that's going around. It's a solid state meter. It doesn't have moving parts. So it continues to read throughout its life. It's got a 20-year battery that's warranted in there. So this one includes 8,700 new meters, which is a big chunk of what we need to replace. And we'll come back when we determine how to fund the rest of it. And we're also going to come back with options on funding these again in 20 years, so that when we do get to that point, we'll have a method to pay for them at that time. This also includes replacement of a tower to improve our communications and repair on another one. And then it also includes all the upgraded software and hosting for the meter project. We're going to do this in the zones, as the billing zones, and install install it that way. We're going to do one, make sure it's working well, one zone, and then continue on to the next zones. We're talking about a 90 to 120-day project to get these installed and working. And I also have the experts here, the water meter guys and our engineer that did this project. And be happy to answer any questions. I recommend approval.
Where did you say the zones would be, Mr. Riley?
It's the billing zones. Tammy, how many are there?
We have 5 billing cycles. We'll divide that out, and we will do each one and give time for billing to go through to make sure everything's working before we proceed to the next.
Okay. And these are the meters that are going to basically help resolve the problems that we've had in previous times with the other meter issues that we've been facing.
Yeah, some of the problems, and they're showing up more because the current meters have parts in them that turn, and over time those get slower and slower and slower, so they're not reading. This is a solid state meter. You can see through that hole there, the water goes through there, and it's reading molecules as it goes through, so nothing's moving. So.
Some of the questions that we had in purchasing committee, we were talking about the implementation and, you know, how accurate these meters were compared to the others. The others are more mechanical, so the accuracy of these are better. And what impact would it be to our residents? With these possibly reading more accurately, they could see a possible increase in their water bills. So it, you know, and it's depending on the leakage and, you know, and how inaccurate the old meters was reading. So one of the questions is how are we informing our customers? We want to make sure and inform our customers of when the water meters are being replaced, and making sure that they're always using a great tool that we got out there, which is AquaHawk. And you know, if you got that on there, you can really monitor what's going on. I know that it in my previous job, it saved me from some pretty big leaks that you can tell what's going on, and I know it saves some customers in our community. It's a really good, useful tool. But during this process, it will really be a good, useful tool to our community that costs nothing to our community. Move for approval.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve this agenda item. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Deputy Mayor Wayne Johnson?
Yes.
Stephanie Morgan?
Yes.
Marlon Coleman?
Yes.
Ivory Van?
Yes.
Derek Reed?
Yes.
Alex Reynolds?
Yes.
Jamie Stout?
Yes.
Mayor Janie Boydston?
Yes.
Item number 4 passes. Item number 5, please.
Consider approval to accept best bid to purchase bunker gear for fire suppression from Northern Safety and Industrial in the amount of $42,410.02, or take other necessary action.
Chief Jones.
All right, committee. Currently, we have 20 firemen or more that are in need of new bunker gear for various reasons. Some are damaged, some are torn or worn, some have reached their 10-year expiration date, and we need to replace that gear. We did our homework on this project. We had 4 or 5 of us, my assistant chief, my training officer, hazmat director, and myself, had all the vendors come in, and we tried the gear on and gave it a good, thorough examination. The bid that we decided to go with, Northern Safety, their gear provided more reinforcement around the coat cuffs and the boot tops, and we just felt like that gear was going to give us more bang for our buck. The firefighters' bunker gear is the first line of defense. All bunker gear, SCBAs, and all of that they have to be NFPA approved. This gear is NFPA approved. We feel like that it will hold up for the 10-year span, and we think it's the best bid. So we'd like for you to consider approval, and if you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer.
Move for approval?
Second.
I have a motion and a second to approve this agenda item. Any questions or discussion? Roll call, please.
Deputy Mayor Wayne Johnson?
Yes.
Stephanie Morgan?
Yes.
Marlon Coleman?
Yes.
Ivory Van?
Yes.
Derek Reed?
Yes.
Alex Reynolds?
Yes.
Jamie Stout?
Yes.
Mayor Janie Boydston?
Yes.
Item number 5 passes. Item number 6, please.
Consider approval to allow the Muskogee Wellness Initiative to submit for the AARP Community Challenge Grant, or take other necessary action.
Brooke?
Good evening. I'm here on behalf of the Wellness Initiative, and the group is great about looking for opportunities for additional funding and projects. So we would like your blessing and approval for this grant.
Move for approval.
Second.
Have a motion and a second to approve this agenda item. Any questions or discussion?
Brooke, what does this grant actually accomplish?
Well, there's been discussions on what opportunities we have. We're looking at at Shawnee and Country Club, that area where we wish to have additional sidewalks, and so that falls within the guidelines of what the grant can apply for. So that's on the list, and then there'll be further discussions with the Wellness Committee.
So we're talking about sidewalks connecting to grocery areas or where they're walking in the
Connectivity,
streets?
yeah, walkability, yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks.
I thought Mr. Chairman, may
Yes.
be recognized. I thought we already had funds for the sidewalk at the country club.
We always try and stretch our city funds with grant funds, and so this grant could be used there, it could be used in other areas for sidewalks.
But I thought we had a tobacco grant to do that for the sidewalks.
The TSEC grant we used, we were hoping to be able to use it on both of those projects, but the way the bids came in, we used it on the west side project along Shawnee from Shawnee west of 69. For that project, we had to use the grant funding for that project only due to the way the bids came in.
Oh, okay. Turn the floor back over to you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. Roll call, please.
Deputy Mayor Wayne Johnson.
Yes.
Stephanie Morgan.
Yes.
Marlon Coleman.
Yes.
Ivory Van.
Yes.
Derek Reed.
Yes.
Alex Reynolds.
Yes.
Jamie Stout.
Yes.
Mayor Janie Boydston.
Yes.
Item number 6 passes, and that is our final item on the Finance Committee.
I will now call to order the Public Works Committee, March 16, 2020. Item number 1, please.
Consider approval of Public Works Committee minutes of March 2nd, 2020.
Everybody's had time to review the minutes. Do I have a motion?
Move the approval.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. Any questions? Roll call, please.
Deputy Mayor Wayne Johnson.
Yes.
Stephanie Morgan.
Yes.
Marlon Coleman.
Yes.
Ivory Van.
Yes.
Derek Reed.
Yes.
Alex Reynolds.
Yes.
Jamie Stout.
Yes.
Mayor Janie Boydston.
Yes.
Item number 1 passes. Item number 2, please.
Consider approval of the final plat of Walnut Creek Addition consisting of 40 lots on 8 acres located on South Country Club Road, or take other necessary action.
Ms. Callahan.
Thank you, Chair, committee members. This is a item that is a request from the City of Muskogee, that's the agent for the developer Home Creations. It is for the final plat of the Walnut Creek Addition. It will consist of, for the Phase 1, will consist of the 40 lots located on the 8 acres of the total project. This is the final plat that shows the 40 acres, the streets, sidewalks, water, sewer will be installed for there. This is the preliminary plat that does show the whole subdivision, but we are just developing finalizing the final plat, which is the 40 lots. This is shows the area, kind of give a reference of where it is, if everyone can remember the preliminary plat. It's along Country Club, south of Creek Elementary. And staff and planning commission recommend approval. I'd be happy to answer any questions.
Do I have any questions from the committee?
Move the approval. Second.
Got a motion and a second. Any other questions? Thank you, Ms. Callahan. Roll call, please.
Deputy Mayor Wayne Johnson.
Yes.
Stephanie Morgan.
Yes.
Marlon Coleman.
Yes.
Ivory Van.
Yes.
Derek Reed.
Yes.
Alex Reynolds.
Yes.
Jamie Stout.
Yes.
Mayor Janie Boydston.
Yes.
Item number 2 passes. Item number 3, please.
Consider approval of the appointment of Evelyn Hibbs to serve on the Parks and Recreation Board for a 4-year term beginning March 1, 2020 and ending February 29, 2024, or take other necessary action.
Counselor Stout.
Yes, I had the appointment for this board. It had to be a council member, and Evelyn graciously agreed to serve on that to fill Patrick's spot.
Okay. Take that in the form of a motion.
Yes.
Second.
And I have a second for our mayor. Any other comments? Roll call, please.
Deputy Mayor Wayne Johnson.
Yes.
Stephanie Morgan.
Yes.
Marlon Coleman.
Yes.
Ivory Van.
Yes.
Derek Reed.
Yes.
Alex Reynolds.
Yes.
Jamie Stout.
Yes.
Mayor Janie Boydston.
Yes.
Item number 3 passes. Item number 4, please.
Consider approval of the recommendation by the City of Muskogee Foundation Board of Directors appointing Eric Anderson to replace Gary Parker and serving through June 30, 2025, or take other necessary action.
Mr. Miller, please.
Yes, this is a recommendation from the foundation board. Nancy Gaden, the board chair, is here if you have any questions. Otherwise, we recommend approval.
Move for approval.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. Any questions? Roll call, please.
Deputy Mayor Wayne Johnson.
Yes.
Stephanie Morgan.
Yes.
Marlon Coleman.
Yes.
Ivory Van.
Yes.
Derek Reed.
Yes.
Alex Reynolds.
Yes.
Jamie Stout.
Yes.
Mayor Janie Boydston.
Yes.
Item number 4, passes. We have nobody signed up to speak this evening, so that will conclude the Public Works Committee this evening. Thank you very much.